Patrick Casey said, look at the profile picture before we read it. He says, moderate Democrat of color here. I don't support Trump, but I think the SAVE Act would be good for our democracy.
It's another one of those. Oh my God, he forgot to go on his alt account.
He forgot to go on his alt account. So I took a screenshot of his thing. So his not alt account is writer and host of Restoring Order, moderate paleo-conservative. He writes for Chronicles Mag. I don't know. He's a conservative. He's being followed by William Wolfe and Laura Loomer.
Mm-hmm.
And he just forgot to switch to his alt account to post about how he's a moderate Democrat of color who doesn't support Trump but thinks the SAVE Act is good. So, yeah, that's what Democrats of color look like when they agree with Trump.
Yeah, he's a moderate Democrat of color, too.
Mm-hmm. Something else says, Okay, so a person posted asking for, like, they were challenging people. Like, if you think there's a sex scene in a movie that is gratuitous and unnecessary, you tell me the sex scene and I will explain to you why it was actually necessary. And this person responded with, any sex scene in general, unless it's actually important for the movie's context, it's just better to just imply it or provide an exposition that they did it. Also, the fact that you're trying to debate it is just textbook rapist mindset. Like, sometimes I just like to watch hot people fuck. And it doesn't have to be a pornographic thing. It's just, I'm watching a movie. They're hot people. There should be sex here. So we see some skin. And then we move on.
Also,
that is not rapist mindset.
It's entertainment.
Yeah.
So
I just, it was that last line that took me though. Like, it's textbook rapist mindset to be like, sometimes a sex scene actually helps a movie out.
Sometimes the reason that you go back... So, I remember being a kid, and there being movies that I went back to just because they had sex scenes, and I was trying to figure that shit out.
We're not talking about that, because we all know, those of us who grew up in the days of VHS and dial-up internet or before, having the racy sex scene was...
Mine was Species.
I'm embarrassed to say that it was just the nude scene of Kate Winslet in Titanic.
I mean, okay, technically, if we're counting nude scenes as well, then it's Mila Jovovich's nip slip from Resident Evil.
So there's like 2 frames in Titanic where, when you're going forward frame by frame on the VCR, you can see what might just be a shadow, but it might also be pubic hair. It's hard to tell on the TV with the
when it's a CRT and you're doing VHS.
But I mean, that's the joy of CRT. It lets your imagination fill in the details. I wanted it to be pubic hair, so it was pubic hair.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Anyway, movies are entertainment, man. People take them too seriously sometimes.
Anyway, I'm gonna tell you why utilitarianism is wrong because of Thanos existing, and I'm gonna say it's to Sam Cedar, and he's gonna dismiss me, and I'm gonna cry about it for a year straight. My beanie is too tight.
That was a Tim Pool reference for those who didn't get it. Yeah, no, I just like, movies you watch them to be entertained, and people are entertained by watching sex. You know what bothers me a lot more than sex scenes? Gratuitous violence. Car chases. Mm-hmm. I get bored by car chases. Okay, they drive fast. Can we just get to the destination now? I'm interested in the plot. I don't need to see all the spectacle.
Yeah, car chases don't really do it for me. Gratuitous violence, though, like,
I don't like it. So, like, honestly, I would much rather the movie have, like, flip the ratios. Make there be as much sex as there is gratuitous violence, and as much gratuitous violence as there is sex.
So we have a movie that's just sex and gratuitous violence?
Well, not just those things, but like the ratio of them is flipped. So like, for every time there would be a shootout that doesn't really do anything for the plot, turned into a sex scene. And any time there would have been a sex scene, that can be a shootout that would be no good for the plot. Dan Wynn says, I'm interested in the plot, says the guy defending sex scenes in movies. Okay, but if I'm watching a movie, I'm there for more than just the sex scene, unless I'm a horny teenager without access to the internet. So, like, yes, I enjoy watching the people have sex, but I'm not there to get off. So it can move on and get on to the plot. When I'm watching porn, I fast forward through all the plot crap, because usually the plot crap is like, hey, you are my daughter. And I'm like, fuck no.
So, like, the plot crap in porn is bad and cringe, but if you put it in a doujin, then suddenly it's less cringe to me, because usually it's actually, like, written like it's a story. And not the actual reason why we have plots in porn, which is that it's the one thing that stops them from becoming indecent or whatever the fuck the ruling was.
Oh, does plots in porn have to do with some obscure legal ruling?
Wait, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that. I just assumed that there were people that like those scenarios.
No.
Setup.
So I don't remember. I'm Googling it to double check on the exact reason why. Right. So for pornography to be considered free speech under the First Amendment, plots were used to give them a buffer to meet the requirement of adult entertainment having demonstrable artistic value. It is not a legal requirement to have plot, but it is a thing that is used as a protection to stop them from being banned for being obscene.
Speak freely with my dick.
Sometimes when I pull it, the skin comes off.
That is art, Surus. You will not convince me otherwise. That is art. The sex scenes in that one are unnecessary. It's all the stuff surrounding them that is the art.
Also, there is one other thing that it protects against. Prostitution laws. In order to avoid a...
So just showing up on the street with a camera being like, if I film it, it's legal, right?
Right.
That doesn't work?
Having the scripted scenario separates the transaction from being considered prostitution, because then you are considered an actor instead of a person selling sex.
So legally, according to American loophole laws, all movies are mainstream movies. Like, all porn is mainstream movies that just happen to have unsimulated sex acts in them.
I don't know if it necessarily goes that far.
There are also art house movies that have unsimulated sex in them that I would not like. That's not stuff that I could jerk off to usually.
If the pizza man really loves the babysitter, why does he keep slapping her rear? Maybe she's done something wrong.
Okay, moving on.
Hey, you made it to the end. I want to give an extra thanks to the patrons who allow me to do this full time. I want to thank Aaron Rail, Astral, Britzkrieg, Jemshin, Poundini, Red Joker, Victoria, Jonas, Craig, Tarika, Fireshard, Smiling GM, John, Dren Hadamada, Creeper, Sagittarius, you know I'm not saying that last part, Sylvie Snow, Valis of Seraph, Ottoman Angel, Rooster Rachel, and Fire Panda, who are all my $20 and up patrons.